Greeting to all everybody participant of today in India, and I am Alexander Umenko. I am first vice rector of our university, National University of Bogomolets. I'm glad to introduce one of the oldest and greatest foundation in Ukraine, highest quality of medical education. The Bogomolets National Medical University is known all over the world and one of the best higher education institutions. It provides training and gives knowledge and skills in accordance with the requirements of the European system of medical education. It should say that today almost 1,300 highly skilled specialists are working at the university as teachers, and over 50,000 students are gaining medical education. There are among them about 3,000 foreign students from 72 countries. And almost 60% of all foreign students in our university are students from India. Welcome to Ukraine, Indian students to our university in Bogomolets.
Today, the Bogomolets National Medical University has more than 12,000 students, including more than 2,500 foreigners from 64 countries. The university ranks first among the higher medical institutions of Ukraine according to the results of its activities, and is the best and most prestigious higher medical educational institution in Ukraine with a long history of development. The university employs about 2,000 highly qualified teachers. There are 10 faculties in the structure of the university, which provide training in the following specialties: medicine, pediatrics, dentistry, medical psychology, pharmacy, industrial pharmacy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, orthopedic dentistry. Preparation of foreign students takes place in the specialties medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy industrial pharmacy, as well as at the preparatory department. Subjects are taught in Ukrainian and English at the student's choice. Graduates of faculties can continue their studies on the basis of the Department of Postgraduate Education of the Bogomolets Medical University to obtain specialization or enter postgraduate studies to study science and obtain the scientific degree of Doctor of Medical Sciences. Students are taught at 87 departments. Theoretical departments are located in 8 educational buildings. The lecture halls of the university are designed for 2,800 places. 54 clinical departments are located at 142 bases, which include clinical city hospitals, research institutes, medical centers of national importance, and private medical clinics. The university has 2 university clinics equipped with modern diagnostic and treatment equipment, a dental clinic equipped with 300 workplaces of dentists for treating patients, training students, and clinical residents. University General Clinic with departments for the provision of highly specialized therapeutic and diagnostic emergency, outpatient and inpatient medical care of all directions, diagnostic, surgical, therapeutic, preventive. At the disposal of university students are 28 computer labs, 6 dormitories, a sports complex, a canteen, and a library. Bogomolets National Medical University has 3 stars in the international ranking of QS top universities and is the first and only medical university in Ukraine that received such a high overall rating. The university has implemented the European Credit Transfer and Accumulation System. Therefore, the graduates of our university, upon successful completion of their studies, receive a diploma supplement of the European standard. Today, graduates of the university work in every 4th country in the world, enriching the treasury of scientific, medical, pedagogical achievements of the university with their work and spreading information about it far beyond the borders of Ukraine. Every year, students from more than 30 countries around the world enter the university, capital of Ukraine, and one of the oldest, largest, and most beautiful cities in Europe, founded at least more than 1,500 years ago. This modern and absolutely safe European city is able to surprise anyone, from connoisseurs of natural beauty, architecture, and attractions to those who prefer a more eventful and active vacation. The capital of Ukraine is located on the slopes of the one largest and most beautiful rivers in Europe, the Dnieper, which makes it possible for all residents and guests of the capital to admire the unique panoramas of the European metropolis. Near a large number of modern architectural monuments, skyscrapers, international embassies and missions of different countries, shopping, entertainment and business centers, there are interesting historical buildings, art and antiquity monuments. There are many and for every taste. Cozy squares, parks, fountains, museums, universities, temples, theaters, cafes, restaurants and clubs. Also, the diverse, highly developed transport infrastructure of the capital has railway stations with long-distance trains, as well as international airports with the ability to get to any city on Earth. This city is also one of the world's largest scientific centers. Its research institutes, medical centers and universities are renowned for their international discoveries. Thousands of young people come to the capital every year to become students of many universities, as well as to become part of the student family of the world-famous Bogomolets National Medical University. Bogomolets National Medical University is one of the oldest higher educational institutions in Ukraine, whose history began in the middle of the 19th century, when in 1841 a separate medical faculty was created on the basis of the Kiev Imperial University of St. Volodymyr in Kiev. In 1841, the first 22 students came to the faculty, of which only 12 graduated. The training was difficult, and only the best became doctors. In 1875, the first university clinic was created at the faculty, and already in 1888 and 1891, it expanded through the creation of specialized clinics for obstetrics, gynecology, and children diseases. Thus, from the end of 19th century, all students of the medical university studied medicine, working directly with patients, which was the key to the high clinical training of graduates. By 1917, the number of students had increased almost 50 times. After a series of reorganizations in September 1920, the Kiev Institute of Public Health was created, which in 1921 was renamed the Kiev Medical Institute. In 1946, the Kiev Medical Institute was named after academician Alexander Alexandrovich Bogomolets, the founder of the Ukrainian School of Pathophysiology, Endocrinology, and Gerontology, as well as the founder of the first medical research institutions in Ukraine. In 1992, on the basis of the Kiev Medical Institute, the Ukrainian State Medical University named after A.A. Bogomolets. In 1995, the university was the first among higher medical institutions to receive the status of the national. Since that time, it has been called Bogomolets National Medical University. Since the beginning of its foundation, the university has enjoyed the fame of one of the best higher medical educational institutions, mainly due to the scientific and clinical work of its scientists and graduates, who were and remain the founders and legislators of new directions in medicine and science, not only in Ukraine, but also in the world. Among the graduates and scientists, teachers of the university, there are many famous names. The first dean of the medical faculty of the Imperial University of St. Volodymyr, professor of surgery, Vladimir Afanasyevich Karavayev, founder of the first medical journal of Ukraine, Modern Medicine. The first head of the anatomical theater of the university was the first in the world to describe the influence sympathetic nerves on the tone of the blood vessels. Alexander Petrovich Walter, the creator of the theory of the structure of the cerebral cortex and the discoverer of large brain cells. Professor Volodymyr Alexeyevich Burtz, therapists Nikolai Dmitrovich Strazesko and Vasily Permenovich Obrestov worked at the university, who were the first in the world who described and made an intravital diagnosis of cardiac thrombosis, which is myocardial infarction. The founder of physiology in the Ukrainian Therapeutic School, Feofil Gavrilovich Yanovsky. Among the famous graduates, one can note the following personalities: Professor of Surgery Valentin Felixovich Voyno-Yasenetsky, canonized by the Orthodox Church as Saint Luke; Nobel Prize winner, academician Yevgeny Ivanovich Chazov; writers Mikhail Afanasyevich Bulgakov, Vitaly Alexeyevich Koratich; doctor, pilot cosmonaut Oleg Yuryevich Atkov; Among the rectors of the university, it's worth noting the high contribution to the development of the university in medical science. Academician Lev Ivanovich Medved, the founder and the head of the Institute of Eco-Hygiene and Toxicology, was the Minister of Health, represented the country in a number of international organizations, took part in the development of the Charter of the World Health Organization. Professor Vasily Dmitrovich Bratus, surgeon, twice Minister of Health, university graduate, academician Yevgeny Ignatievich Honcharuk, academician and member of the Presides of 3 Academies of Sciences of Ukraine, and full member of 6 International Academies of Medicine and Natural Sciences.